Welcome to Infuse Learning. I'm Liz Calderwood.
And I'm John.
Infuse Learning is a multimedia student response system. It's very similar to Socrative, which many people are familiar with. And Infuse Learning is all free. It is a browser-based student response system, which means that it works from any web-enabled device. It supports iOS, Android, Mac, and PC. There is no iOS app for it though, but it is browser based, so you can use it in Safari. Also, it cannot be used in Internet Explorer, and that is explicitly said by the creators of it. This is the home page. When you go to the teacher side, when you first log in, this is the teacher construction side where you can see the different types of assessments that you can choose from, assessment questions. There is a draw response. There's true false, multiple choice, sorted order, open-ended, numeric, and scale responses. On the other side, there are two other interactive tools which is different from Socrative, which are Infuse Draw and Infuse Link. Teachers can push out pictures or links to their students through that tool. Infuse also supports private or open enrollment, which means if you set up private classes, you have to set up your students in there, and they get a room number, and they have to log in using their name. However, if you go through open enrollment, the students log in with their unique room number, and then they enter their name.
Okay, so let's take a look at how easy it is to actually set up a quiz. So we go from the quiz management part of the menus, we go to My Quizzes. We've already set up a quiz in there, but what we want to do is we want to edit that quiz, and we want to show how easy it is to actually add things to it. So of the buttons here on the side that we're going to play with, we're going to go with the Edit button for this one, and it'll bring up our quiz. It shows the questions listed, gives us our title and description. There's obviously some issues of choices that you have to shuffle the questions. There is, of course, a bad word filter, and you can choose whether or not to display the results to people who take the quiz once they're done. So we're going to go to Add a New Question. We have a multiple choice in there right now. We're going to add a question. In this case, we'll add a true-false response in. And what we'll do is we'll select a true-false. Now, when it does that, of course, you can enable the I don't know answer, so we'll enable that one. And we're going to upload an image to go along with this question. So we'll do this first. We'll upload our image first, and we're going to choose this beautiful face. And, of course, our question is this a member of our cohort? All right, so we get done with that. We've done our selection. We have to select what the answer is. The answer, of course, is true. I'm sorry, false. False, that's not me. There we go. So we'd submit. All right, now we have our questions. So we can finish out with that. Then once you've finished adding all the questions you want to your quiz, you go up to Save. And that brings us back to the Quiz Manager. So here we have how well do you know your MAIT classmates as our quiz. Now before you can make the quiz active, you do need to make sure to hit Run Quiz. If you don't do this, then of course any student who goes in won't be able to see this. So we're going to hit Run Quiz. All right, and now we're able to go ahead, go through, and take the quiz as a student. So we're going to take a look at the student side. So we're going to click over here. Now when a student logs in, they go to a unique address, student.infuselearning.com. That brings us them to this login screen. They have to type in the room ID number that you have to provide. In this case, our room ID number is 62028. So make sure you remember that so we can go on those later. And they will type in their name. This is an open enrollment edition of it, so that it's not unique to a list that you make. This one is open enrollment. Any name would do. So we'll just call it Paul. And we'll hit Submit. And then we're able to go in and we're able to take the quiz as soon as the connection comes in. All right, this comes up and we go ahead and begin our quiz. So, is this person a part of our cohort? I'm going to go with aliens or no. So we'll go with aliens. Clearly is the correct answer in this case, and we'll submit that answer. And then, of course, is this a member of a cohort? And we're going to go with false. And we submit. Okay. Now, you've completed the quiz. We can turn it in or not. We are going to go ahead and submit that and turn that in. And we're ready to go. So the student can then log off. If you'd selected for them to see the results, they'd be able to. And if we go back to the teacher, we'd see that the quiz has been taken. We go to End Quiz and Get Results. Now you can get the results and download those and it'll bring those up as an Excel file that we can then take a look at, and it lists the results of this. Generally speaking, this is a pretty simple program to use. It's got a low learning curve, pretty intuitive. We did find that some of these features we liked, the fact that it could read responses to people, which is excellent, and read the questions to people, and that it was able to translate into different languages. Now, the translate we weren't able to get to work, but we hope that that'll be available in the future because that would be kind of a bonus. But other than that, low learning curve, easy to use, free, and some unique features. Just the help files could be a little bit more expressive. And that's about it. Thanks a lot for paying attention.